What's going on, everybody? It's me, Working Man, and I saw this game. Apparently, it's supposed to be like mature or something. I think what is it called again? This is the Police. That's what it is.
Usually, before I go shaking my tits for the press, I like to go see how the professionals do it.
The graphics, they look like shit, but I'm
Some might
hoping,
say the chief of police has no business in an institution like this,
hopefully
but
the
in fact
gameplay
it's
is
the
good.
quietest and safest place in town. You won't run into any reporters, nobody gets into any fights,
Is that me?
nobody drinks too much, nobody even raises their voice. The place is owned by an elderly gentleman who knows how to keep things under control. That's why I never invite my friends here. I wanted to make an exception for my 60th birthday, but most of my colleagues are young enough to be my sons, and they'd rather just hire prostitutes. Why stare at some boobs when you can take the whole package for yourself? But there's none of that in our club. Even looking too long is considered indecent. You can get an occasional glimpse, like by accident.
What?
The rest of the time you just pretend that you're immersed in conversation, or just come by for a drink.
That sounds like
Doesn't
a
mean these
shitty
gentlemen
club.
wouldn't want their bald heads smothered in tits. It's just that nobody says it out loud.
What are you, a bunch of cowards?
My younger colleagues might call it hypocrisy, but I call it the good old-fashioned manners. Good manners and leave the rest unsaid. She agrees to unbutton her blouse, and we agree not to pay too much attention. The girls
Why?
are on a quiet prowl, too. They're looking for a way out of their cramped rooms. Maybe make friends with some wealthy patron with a pacemaker and dentures. Everybody wants something. But we have to control ourselves, or we'll all turn into libertines and prostitutes. Hell, if there weren't any rules, I'd be belching and farting, jumping up on the table, arms held high, yelling, "Shake it, baby!"
You're a
No
weird
idea
guy.
how I got so barbaric.
Barbaric? I mean, you're just smoking a cigar, just, not even looking at the women. Alright, so let's check this out. Let's see, options, audio. Let's turn the music down a little bit. Let's see, other. Okay, I guess story, new game. Day 1, July 15th, Monday. Alright, so Mayor Rogers, sex maniac. City Hall confirms rumor of Jack Boyd's resignation. Mark War 2 to be shown in Freiburg the day before the worldwide premiere by the mayor's personal request. What year is this? It almost looks like the 1920s or something.
When I was a kid, my father sometimes told me at bedtime that if I closed my eyes and didn't open them for a long time, all the demons would blow away. Yesterday I turned 60, but I still take his advice. Not because I'm sentimental or want to keep the memory of my father alive. I just can't think of a better solution. To get away from all the demons that haunt Freiburg, I'd need to wear a blindfold 24/7. Plus, it's a good idea to act blind when talking to reporters. At least that's what my colleagues say. They're afraid of press conferences. But for me, it's more like a confessional. No matter what lies you tell, you're privately thinking the honest answers. It helps me remember who I am. The fact that I'll be reading all about it in the papers tomorrow is a small price to pay. Call it penance for the preacher. This is the first time I'm afraid of those answers my mind has given me. Not because I'm mad I'm losing my job. Though it's true, I'm mad as hell. Not because I subconsciously blame everyone else. Though I damn sure do blame them. And don't even ask me what my next move is. I can't imagine. But even that doesn't scare me. The worst thing is, I know I'm gonna have to do something. I'll be damned if I know how far I'll go. I may have a lot of vices, but predictability isn't one of them. I learned a long time ago how to drive away the swarming demons. But what do you do when they're trying to rip your soul from your skin?
What the fuck is this game? Come on.
Shutting my eyes tight as I can. The best solution remains the same. Play blind. I just hope the reporters think I was blinded by the camera flash.
Oh my god, come on. I don't care. Alright. Yesterday, the mayor's office officially announced your resignation. Did this come as a surprise, or did you know about this in advance? What's the difference? What does it matter whether it came as a surprise or my business is my own? Do you already know the name of your successor? No. Of course not, and I don't think the mayor's office knows who it is either. After the recent corruption scandal, your deputy Francis Kendrick said he was looking forward to resigning. If the mayor offered him your position, would you change would that change his mind? Who cares? This is his business, not mine. Ask him yourself. Although Kendrick was acquitted, many still believe police are cooperating with the mafia. Do you have anything to say about this? No comment. Do you think your personal relationship with the mayor could be the reason behind your retirement? Definitely not. That's just not possible. Mayor Rogers is a true professional, and he makes his decisions carefully. There's no place in our jobs for hard feelings. Thank you.
How's the back today, Mr. Boy?
Same as usual.
How did the press conference
Feels like
go?
shit.
You can read about it in the newspapers tomorrow. Don't let anyone in.
Even
I'm
Mr.
gonna-
Kendrick?
Especially Mr. Kendrick.
I'm gonna be fucking my secretary. Oh, pain pills. Get those bad boys out. He must be feeling pretty good right about then.
As soon as I heard the door creak, I knew what face I'd see. When I tell Emma not to let anyone in, there's only one man it could be. Rude, arrogant, no warning. That's Mayor Rogers. in a
Yeah, I was gonna
nutshell.
say the mayor.
White summer shoes, white socks, white shorts, white polo shirt, and the white smile of a hungry shark. Mayor Rogers enters every
Harvey
room like he
Dent.
owns the place. Even the floorboards under his feet sound like they're creaking in apology. He never shied away from the odd corruption scheme. It's like the devil walks behind him. In the movies, the villains controlling the city play golf with the judges. Rogers plays tennis with them instead. That's about the only difference.
Jack, I was hoping to catch you after the press conference. You ran away so quick.
There's no smoking at City Hall. No reason for me to hang around.
Well, this morning I signed a ban on smoking in all public buildings. Soon you won't be able to smoke here either.
What?
Soon
Why?
enough, I won't be here at all.
Fuck you, dude.
That's what I wanted to talk to you about. The people of this city like you, Jack. The police chief of all people.
You would think people in the old days, they'd be pissed if someone signed a bill saying you can't smoke indoors.
Don't get wrapped up in any schemes. Sit
I remember
nice
when I was a
and
kid,
quiet
you know,
on
that people
rainy
could smoke,
days,
you know, in restaurants,
you'll be
and
remembered
it never
as a
bothered me.
hero. That's the only thing that you still have left. Be the hero.
Then how am I supposed to scrape together a retirement fund?
You had a million chances to secure a luxury pension, one that even I would have envied, although I've never set aside any money for myself. I'm not planning to retire anytime soon.
You should set some money aside, because you never know what's going to happen.
180 days of quiet, Jack. That's all I need. I don't have any problems with you, and you won't have any problems with me. I have a new assistant, Troy Starr. If you have something to tell me, call him. But try not to bother him. He's a busy man.
I'll do my best.
And quit smoking up the office. One of my friends will be using it soon.
Shut the hell up. You got him, a black woman.
I'm sorry, babe. Only the mayor has this number. Mr. Mayor?
Yeah, is this Troy Starr?
Yes?
Go fuck yourself, Troy Starr.
Oh, shit. He's got jungle fever. Alright. Head of the culture department owns villa in Italy. Okay. Civil servants' wages won't be raised this year. Oh, that sucks. Cleanness of city streets increased by 20%. For some reason, that didn't sound right. Cleanness. Weird. Come on, you piece of shit.
Cops don't use the police station cafeteria anymore. There's some kind of stigma against sitting shoulder to shoulder with your partners. Everybody just takes snacks from the machines or grabs a meal and hammers it down in the corner like a vulture on a corpse.
Why?
The main thing? Don't look into anyone's eyes. Could be construed as an invitation to sit together. The only people eating here are ghosts.
What are y'all, a bunch of weirdos?
My deputy, Francis Kendrick. He recently became one of those ghosts. The subject of one of the most devastating corruption scandals in the history of Freeburg. No evidence to support the accusations, but everyone knows Kendrick's days are numbered. I need that file I asked for. Needs to be ready tonight. Francis didn't say anything, but I understood. Ghosts aren't supposed to talk. Besides, I got a feeling he was already finished.
Alright, what the hell is this? Would you like to receive tips about how the game works? Show me what you got. I'm a 60-year-old police chief, a few months away from retirement. I don't need anyone telling me how to do my job. Show me what you got. Freeburg PD organizes upcoming work assignments into shifts for today and tomorrow. Every shift offers officers respond to crimes in progress, and detectives continue their investigations. You can freely move employees between shifts. All officers and detectives possess several important characteristics. Professionalism shows the overall efficiency level of your policeman. A figure around 150 is considered average. So, wait, does that mean that guy is really good if he's 1230? Let's see. Any policeman who falls short of this mark is not entirely reliable, while those whose professionalism is considerably higher than the average are a safe bet even in a pinch. An individual's level of professionalism may rise and fall over the course of their career. Okay. Energy shows how tired your policemen are. The less energy your people have, the less reliable their work, and a policeman who is exhausted might fall asleep at the wheel or make a critical error on the job. Your employees lose 1 point of energy after each working day and restore 1 point after each day of rest. Your employees don't tell you everything. Some additional characteristics are hidden from view. Let's see. For instance, some cops are lazy and will come up with any reason you can think of to take the day off, while others like to drink too much. You can only guess about these things, but you should be able to draw your own conclusions based on the behavior of your employees. Alright, so I have a mole? Or is that her name? Okay, so what do? Click on one, I guess. I can't seem to do anything except start the day. Oh, I got some SWAT. Is this like a Sim City kind of thing? I didn't expect this. Responding to calls is the bread and butter of police work. You'll need to send your officers to the crime scene before the timer expires. A mark on the map shows where the call came from. The farther away the destination is from the police station, the longer it will take your officers to travel back and forth. So the longer your people will be tied up and unavailable for upcoming work. Okay, so L trigger, and then I guess click on it. Let's see. The easiest way to determine how difficult a task might be is to check how many units you are allowed to send on the call. The more units you can send, the more serious the alleged threat. Particularly risky missions give you the option to send options of sending SWAT, but they must be accompanied by at least one officer. The number of slots is not the only thing to consider. Any available information from the location of the crime scene to the present weapons and so on. All of this can tell you how seriously each case should be taken. A mission might look simple at first glance until it turns into a brutal meat grinder, or a serious call can come in which turns out to be a false alarm. So, okay. A married couple exited a convenience store and saw a van in the parking lot back over a homeless man who has been digging through a trash can. The driver jumped out to help, but once he saw that he had hit a bum, he got back in the van and quickly drove away. Okay. Austin? Well, I don't know. You think Price can handle it? He's only got five. Wait, is that a man or a woman? I can't tell. Anyway, do you think Price can handle this? I mean, he's a low level, or she's a low level. I can't tell. I'll say she. It looks kind of like an old woman. Tell you what, I wonder if I should send Austin with her. A threat manager reports that during a show of Citizen Kane, a drunk man attempted to force his way into the theater carrying a snowboard decorated with the word Rosebud. That's funny. When he was denied entry, he violently attacked the cashier and is currently fighting with the theater security guard. Okay, that seems pretty simple. Asano, you're on it. Hit and run. Let's see. When everything goes well, the police capture the criminals and nobody dies, but the truth is sometimes criminals manage to escape. Just try to avoid any dead cops or civilians. Dead cops will hurt your roster, and dead citizens bother the mayor even more than living ones. Did they get the perp? Civilian killed. What? Wait. Y'all let the guy get away? What the fuck? Come on, people. I need y'all to, step it up. Let's see. Alright, armed robbery. 3 teenagers armed with a shotgun robbed a videotape store and made off with their whole collection of adult movies. The criminals fled in a car, but the store manager wrote down the car's license plate. The owner is one Janet Brown, who lives in the suburbs. Okay, this seems pretty serious, so I'm gonna send Yancey. Handle this for me, man. What do we have here? A fight. Let's see. A brother and sister clashed with each other over... Let's see. A brother and sister clashed with each other over their deceased father's will. According to one of their lawyers, we don't dare separate them, and our security guards... and we don't dare separate them, and our security guard is off duty tonight. Alright. Tell you what. Let's send a seasoned person with Price. Price, learn from how you say that? Tsubaki? Yeah. Learn from Tsubaki. Try not to fuck this up, guys.
412 in progress.
What do we have here? Assault. A passerby saw some teenagers attack an elderly musician, then run away with the guitar and his money. Seems simple. I think Asano can handle it by herself. Oh God, what's going on now? When your cops aren't sure how to proceed, they might contact you and ask you to handle the situation. Try to deal with whatever comes up, but don't waste all your time on this stuff. You have plenty of other problems on your plate. The vehicle in question is parked right outside the Brown residence. The sound of moaning and loud laughter can be heard through the living room. Turn on your loudspeaker. Alright, good. How'd y'all do? Offender escaped. Oh my God, Tsubaki, come on. I've vouched for you. Asano. Come on, people. If you think you'll need a couple extra hands tomorrow, you can order any cops to come in and work overtime, but if they're working flat out, they'll be much more exhausted. Somebody is bound to make a mistake. Let's see. The hell, man? Why is everybody a have worthless? Ace will bring in Samadhi. Says I can't do anything with Samadhi.
Used to be when I asked Kendrick to stay late at the office, he liked to grumble and crack wise. Nowadays, he doesn't have the strength for it. Slumped shoulders, blank stare, wrinkled skin. The past few weeks, I don't hardly recognize my old friend. In his younger years, he reminded me of a gallant royal officer in an old Kipling story. Kendrick isn't just crumbling under the weight of the public pressure, but from the shame of it all. Internal Affairs raided the library he inherited from his grandfather, hoping they'd find buckets of cash stashed in the pages. Heard about the look on his face, the fearless policeman standing helpless in horror. I've known Francis for 30 years. The past 20 years, he's played loose with the law. And I know that at a certain point, every stolen dollar brings more misery than anything else. Probably sounds crazy, but I sympathize with the guy. What can I do? Your friends are your friends, and these are the waters we swim in.
Called all of the people on that list today. Now they know you're in business, so you could get a call from any of them. Don't need to worry about any of them. I've cleared them all.
And what kind of business are we talking here?
It's nothing too serious, just like you asked. Should be just a few small favors. Payments will vary depending on the situation and who you're dealing with. How much are you looking to earn?
$500,000.
$500,000? Why not a whole million?
Because everybody wants to take $1 million. Figured I'd try something different.
$500,000 in 180 days? Well, you could earn it all above board if you netted all the big fish and hit all your bonuses.
Never knew you for a fisherman.
Well, you never got into my business, and I'm not trying to get into yours. But be careful about bringing in any other cops. Sooner or later, they'll put the finger on you. And one more thing, Jack. I remember what you said, but I should probably add one more name to that list. Christopher Sand.
Sand. Christopher G. Sand. Everyone knows the name, but few could tell you who he is. The old man stays away from the spotlight. Always wears old-fashioned jeans and knitted sweaters.
Oh my
Gives to
God.
charity. Rarely attends social events. An avid hunter, I hear.
Don't
Even
care.
dabbles in poetry. You'd never guess he's the head of the oldest and most powerful gang in the city. Goes back as far as his great-grandfather. And Sand is strict about following the old rules.
This game has put me to
He
sleep.
rarely involves himself in commonplace murders and robberies. Hardly needs to intimidate anyone to get his point across.
Show some
The people who
fucking or
work for him
something,
each have their
something
sphere.
interesting.
They provide protection where needed, even work with the authorities when they want to make a deal. Meanwhile, Sand pulls the strings without getting his hands dirty. People sometimes mistake his quiet approach. A couple years ago, an arms dealer decided to expand its business without asking permission, and his whole family paid the price. In 4 weeks, Sand killed 31 people. Old men, women, even a few teenagers. And Sand's people made sure every paper reported it. Frank, I don't want to hear you say that name again.
Jack, please, listen to me. I'm in with these guys.
We agreed, Frank. That's not the kind of business I'm into. I don't go there. Never have, never will.
Alright, everybody. Probably gonna go ahead and call this video because kind of burnt out on this game. I think I don't think I want to really play any more of it. It's just it's very tedious, and honestly, I don't really feel like I care about the story at all. Anyways, what is this? My band is playing a charity concert. Let's see. For some sick children. No, you don't have the day off. You don't get to take the day off just because your child is in a concert. Let's see. They say it's going to rain today, and I have a very weak immune system. I'm afraid I might get sick. Can I go home before it starts? No. Look at that. Birch Jr. is, just blowing y'all away, but, y'all are, trying to call in sick because it's gonna rain. I mean, what kind of bullshit is that? Anyway, alright. Like I said, I'll catch you guys later. Peace.